Esther here from Stampin Star Creations with a very annoying fly in my room. Today's plan is to make a ruby wedding anniversary card, and I really like using this stamp set here, All Things Fabulous. It's got some lovely rose type shapes or stamps to use, and I've got out some kind of very traditional reds and got a couple of greens and a more neutral colour. So we'll see where this takes us. I've pre-cut down some white cardstock, which I'm then probably going to mount on a piece of red card, and that's all there is to say about that. Right, I think I'm going to start now. Sometimes a white blank piece of paper can be very intimidating. So I'm going to start by covering that with some... Oh, I've just spotted this. I've grabbed out a pile of stamps in the case I use them, and rather than reaching across, I thought I'd grab them out. I've just seen that. I could use both. Right, let's lay down some background and see if I can find your comments, which I can see is coming through. Fix my oh, sorry. I was trying to avoid all the kind of this bit, but I need to, if I can't see my screen properly, it's all blurry and I feel like I need glasses when I don't. So grey granite is a nice in-between colour, in between grey and pale brown. So I thought it might be nice to use this colour. So welcome. Hi Valerie. Valerie says hello, happy crafters. Hi there Louise, hope you're doing well. Hi Dee Marie, welcome. Hi there Kay, lovely to see you sweetie. Hi there Linda. It's 4:36 in the morning and Linda should be asleep. She's not slept yet. Linda, are you feeling okay? Hello my friend Esther, I'm so happy I'm catching you live. I've missed you dearest, says Heidi. Good morning Mary. Oh, I hope you guys are well. So I'm going to rub this stamp now. Normally you can attach it to a block, but I'm just going to use it so that I can kind of roll it across my work where I want it and kind of dab it on. And I just want the kind of impression of, okay, I don't want to cover it in a birch look. It's this stamp here. I just want to kind of distress it a little bit in the back. And I might do the same with this scripty stamp, and this is from the Quiet Meadow stamp set. So I might be getting out quite a few stamps today, just to warn you. While I'm here, I think it might be a good idea to grab down a brush too. And when you lay down a background, it just helps to break up the starkness of what you are then going to do on top. So I'm kind of doing this kind of corner here because that's where my design is going to be. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. So what I'm going to do now is rub off the ink that was on that scripty stamp, rub off the ink that was on my birch stamp. Try not to get too many inky fingers. And I can use this just to start rubbing it on my paper. Just takes away any starkness. But if you're doing a clean and simple card, by all means have some white starkness, but sometimes it's a bit too white. 7:30 AM in Virginia. The trouble is, I thought I've got other things that I need to be getting on with today, and if I keep leaving it, then you know, sometimes you just need to get on. So I thought, I'm afraid I know I'm going to miss some people. So hello replay viewers, I know some of you kindly catch up later and watch this. So let's grab out some blocks. That familiar sound of my blocks. Big one keeps falling down on the little ones, and I'm trying to get them out without making too much noise. It's not working. Right. So the idea was to have a nice grouping of roses. Now I've gone ahead and pre-cut some butterflies. I'm only going to use 2 to kind of symbolise the couple. But let's get stamping with this. I do like this rose design, the big rose shape. Now these are all coded, so if you get a bit muddled like I do as to which one goes with which, they are actually coded. So these 3 go together. Now if you've seen me do this stamping before, I tend to do the smallest shape first, smallest in the darkest, and then work my way up from that. Zoom you in a bit. Hi there, Vicky. So, cherry cobbler. Now, if I'm careful, I might be able to fit in about 3. Let's do it this way around. I'm just going to grab a mat underneath my surface. I know what I'm like. There we go. So you tend to use a mat if you're using these clear photopolymer stamps. Gives you a nice flat surface to work with. So I'm just going to leave that one there and move on to my next stamp to make sure that I've got them all laid down. So the next colour I'm coming in with is Real Red. Now I know some of you don't like clowns, and I'm sorry, but it does help me to be able to go over the top and know where I'm fitting. So you kind of, I'm looking for those white gaps really. They help me to fill in. Let's try and tilt that. I think I'm a bit behind on my screen. There we go. So this next colour is Poppy Parade, and the trouble is I really need to lean in to see what I'm doing, and it's a bit tricky. I think I've got that wrong. Let's do it again. Let's do some more. Sometimes I end up picking out the wrong. I think that's the right one. 1C. Oh, have I picked out the wrong one? I've done that before. 1A. 1B, 1C. No, that's the right one. Just checking. So darkest, smallest. Let's try again. That didn't quite match up. Sometimes I've got no trouble with this and it just seems to work. Other times it gives me a bit of jip. Let's try again. I'm going to just keep going. Sometimes it's the angle at which you're... That's better, I think. Oh well, the thing is, they're not going to know, are they, really? Oh no, look, I've got to add something on there. But that's okay, we can still use that flower. So I've got a nice grouping of 3 roses. I'm going to close these red inks. And we're going to see about some leaves. So I want to do some stamping on the actual card, but I also want to have some cut out die cut shapes as well. Good morning, Elizabeth, or hello Elizabeth, and good morning Linda. So I think I'm going to have for the foreground the darker leaves and maybe stamp in the lighter leaves for the background. See how that goes. So this colour is Evening Evergreen, and I've left a gap around it so that I can go ahead and die cut these out. Okay, don't you worry, I'm not going to be that quick, Linda, so I'll probably be here once you've gone ahead and made your coffee. I'm just going to lift you up because I need to bring in the machine to cut out all my die cut shapes. So just to warn you, if you if you want to catch up on this another time, by all means, it's a long process, because when you make a card from scratch, things aren't always quick. You know, they take a lot of time. You're actually stamping the image from scratch, so you're not they're not pre-cut. I'm doing all the pre-cutting, and it just goes to show what's involved with making a card sometimes. So if you've ever been given a handmade card, sometimes the things are pre-cut and people have just put together a kit, which is no problem doing that. But other times, you know, people have taken the time to actually stamp and to create and to make. So I just want to share that with you. Especially any non-crafters. I know I've got crafty friends watching the channel. If you're watching for the first time and thinking, why is she taking so long? It's because it's a long process. It's not quick. And as well as doing the stamping and everything like that, you're having to design it from scratch. So I've kind of got a rough idea in my head where I'd like to go with it. But in reality, who knows how it's going to turn? And you might think you might know what it's going to look like, and quite often it takes a different direction, or it ends up looking different. Quite often I think in different proportions. So in my head I think about one sort of proportion size, and actually I've missed a layer. It's like, why is it not cutting? Why is it slipping? Let's try again. What a lovely treat to watch on Friday, says Joanna. Thank you, Joanna. I just thought I knew I had to do this card, and so I thought rather than waiting I would get on with it. And what was the other reason? That's it. That is it. I've been busy trying to use my time prepping for classes and things. Oh, just to say, I am hosting a Zoom class. It starts on Monday. If you've got the, it's a calendar class. If you've got the Days to Remember stamp set, then you'll be ready to go. Or, I didn't say this, but you could probably print off your own calendar if you were desperate to join. And starts on Monday. I'm doing it for once a month for 4 months. And by the end of it, you'll get a calendar for you'll be producing your own calendar for next year. And what else is there to say? So we're covering different techniques and ideas, and there'll be a group of other crafters joining in as well. So if you already have the stamp set, or if you need to buy it, you can purchase it from my online shop if you're in the UK, France, Germany, Austria or the Netherlands. It's called Days to Remember. But like I said, if you've got it already and you want to join, it's only £5 per class. So if you're doing all the classes, it'll be £20. So do drop me an email or send me a message if you're interested in coming to that class. I saw Levine sneak in. Hi, Levine. Hi, Ellie. Oh, she's waiting to get a manicure and a pedicure. It's all right for some, isn't it? Enjoy, Ellie, enjoy. So I might not end up using these 3 roses, but I will cut them out. I might have to do some more cutting with some more smaller flowers, because I thought actually I don't have any small flowers. So you're just going to have to put up with me while I stamp and cut. I didn't bring a drink in with me, I think I'll be clearing my throat all afternoon. So we are 10 to 1 in the afternoon. It's opening my window, but it's getting a bit warm in here. Right, let's have a look what we've got. I think I could do. I tend to, thank you so much, Kay, that's really helpful. There's my email address. So I tend to make as I go along so I can picture things. I'm a bit of a visual learner, visual crafter. And I like to be able to visualise where things are going, and rather than just... So the lady who I'm making this for said that she did like the... Now, it's a different lady. It's not my usual feather lady. It's actually a different lady, but she did ask about the possibility of feathers. So I do have feathers, which we can add to the mix. But I do feel that... You can't see my... There we go. I do feel that I want some more kind of flowers or roses coming up here, I think. Oh, maybe we don't need it. Could do with some... So there's lots of... Okay, sorry, I'm kind of thinking out loud. Like I said, you know, I'm making this from scratch, so I'm trying to do it as I go along. So just going to look at the smaller flowers. Wondering if they are a bit too big for what I want. Okay, so I'm going to kind of leave that there in position-ish. And I think I'll come in and just add some sprigs of flowers, I think would be the plan. I wonder whether I should stick first and stamp later. I think I'm going to just go, do you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and stick. I'm going to move these leaves. And I am thinking about maybe doing some filling it out a bit more with some more leafy foliage in the back. Oh, I could do with my... Sorry if I'm missing any comments. I'm thinking out loud here. Can you hear me? Because, you know, you want to kind of create a bit more of a look to the card. Oh, Linda doesn't have the stamp set. It's very pretty. Yeah, it is. It's my... I think it's my go-to when it, you know, if I need to do some nice red roses and things like that. Okay, maybe one more down here. So when I'm doing my leaves, I'm trying to join them up or have them linked to another stem, or as if they're coming out from behind another leaf. Okay, so they don't look like they're floating. I'm just going to pop these back for a visual. Do wonder whether I need some bigger red flowers. Okay, let's do some bigger red flowers, but I don't where did I see? No, not those. Saw somewhere. No. Just wondering if these look quite big, and I don't necessarily want. Maybe if I just do a couple of these, I think. Let's get some white card out. And I'm just going to do these in a medium red. So we'll go to, where's my inks? Oh, enjoy, Ellie, have fun. So I'm going to go real red, and these do come with other innards, shall I say. Oh, we could do an innard. I don't tend to do them, I just tend to get a bit lazy with it, and I don't know if that's the right one. Or which way it goes, I get a bit confused. Can you tell? See, rather than spoiling it, I'm just going to leave them. Okay. Sorry, my thought process is a bit can be a bit all over the place. So let's cut these out. Sometimes things aren't going to work, or that you need a bit more on it to make it work. And if you're going to have a block of red colour in the bottom left, you're going to need to spread out the colour a little bit and have some featuring elsewhere on the card, you see. Bump. Hump. So anyway, enough of me. How's everybody today? I know it's super early for some of you. Some of you don't sleep very well. So I'm glad of your company. It may be your first watching. If it is, and the red flashing live button is flashing, then please do click on live chat, and you can actually join in and have a conversation and see who I'm talking to. Or if you're watching this on the replay, just say, hey, I caught you afterwards. Oh, getting up at 5 in the morning, I couldn't imagine it. Wondering about 2 roses. I think I'm preferring the 2. Ah, enjoy your time with your mum, Levine. That's lovely. So I still do want to do a few sprigs, but I think the best way to do that is now to just go ahead and stick what I've got down, and then I can work on what else that I want on my card. So because I know that this person is giving it to somebody, I can afford to put dimensionals on it. Oh, my glue's running out. Okay, that's not the best cut rose. Oh look, I'm getting fingerprints. I need to have this upright. That's okay, we disguise that. We disguise it later. Use up some of these little dimensionals. You love the 2 flowers together. Cool. So normally I'm like, yeah, always do 3, but sometimes you can, because of the layout of your card, you can manage to get away with 2. remind me to put the butterflies on because they were particularly significant to what I need them for. So what I'm going to do, let's arrange our leaves again. Now, hide that bit. I've got a bit of a boo-boo on that one. Okay, I like that, so I'm going to go ahead now and stick them all down. So what I am going to do is just to add glue at the stem so that I can come back, and when I've finished my stamping I can lift those end leaves if I want to and put dimension behind them. So just bear that in mind. Sometimes you might want to do that on a project to come back and stick some dimension. This one can be flatter because it's in the background. Go on, in you go. Heidi says, I love how you stamped the leaves first and then added cut out leaves. I like doing that as well. Just adds depth, doesn't it? A bit more. Just seeing if this will let me lift it up a bit more. Does it want to? It says no. Sometimes you place something down and then it sort of has a mind of its own and it doesn't want to go where you want it to go. And I think if you do different colours as well, you've got a nice, gives it dimension. That's right. So we can add, well, I had a third one, didn't I? Haha, you thought you could hide. I wonder whether to tuck that behind a little bit. I don't want it too obvious. Now it helps at this point to actually kind of stand back from it a bit to see what's happening in the picture. Good morning from Delaware. Thank you for sharing your process, coming together beautifully. Thank you, Laura. That's really kind. So again, I'm just going to give these a bit of a shape. Now, if you put it in your hand, I'll get this from my sister Ruth at Awful Stampin'. She's on YouTube, and you can just, or you can use your piercing mat here, squidge it into that, but it just helps to give it even more dimension around the edges. And again, you could probably just come back and put some dimensionals on if you wanted to. It's a bit overcast. I'm going to put my light on so I can actually see what I'm doing. Please give Laura a very warm welcome. Nice to have you with us. Okay, good. This is where my glue has a mind of its own and it's going to start squirting out. Don't you find that when it comes to the end of the bottle? Hi there, Fowry, is that how you pronounce your name? I'm really sorry, I just don't speak French, but very warm welcome, bonjour, nice to see you. I don't speak French, but I could say that. Now, I'm wondering, what colour stems? Do we want these in the background? Or do we want them in the dark green? Decisions. I think I quite like the paler green because I like the darker element being in the foreground and then these can be kind of in the background. Excuse me. We could always what was I going to say? What was I just going to say then? We could always go over them again in the darker green if necessary. Yes, I think I like the pedigree now. I've got to be careful because I am getting ink on my block and it will then smudge elsewhere. So she says, look, I'm making a right old mess. Okay. Right, I love this one. I'm going to use this. So I'm going to go lighter. So this is the cut. Oh, I nearly forgot about my feather. Good job it got attached just then. I will cut that down. In fact, if we do it... No, I can't do it now. Oh, is it raining? It's raining. So much for our summer. Oh, yesterday I was talking to Ruth. She said, oh, look, it's nice and sunny here. I said, oh, it's a bit overcast here, not expecting it to rain. And I had some washing, just finishing drying. And I said to my son, oh, it's a bit gloomy, but it's not raining. And he said, yes, it is. I said, what? And there's that really fine, misty rain. Sure enough, it was raining. I like that. I like that a lot. Do you know what I feel it needs, though, is some kind of little... I've got a little... like just something, like a few... I don't know where I'm going to put them, though. Oh, a bit scared to do it now. Like, I just want like a few little berries. Oh, that's nice. Maybe just put them at the end of the leaves. As if they're... Ah, there we go. This would make a lovely Christmas card, says Linda. I hope it doesn't look too Christmassy. It's supposed to be a Ruby anniversary card. Or like that, putting them at the end of the leaves, like little cactus almost. And don't forget, you can stamp twice or 3 times because then you get that nice shading of colour. Oh, I think that's my door. Bear with me. Sorry about that, that was my door. Just need a little one tucked here. Trouble is, when you start, it's easy to get carried away. I could do with something over here. Wonder if I could... Let's have a look. That's the joy of stamping. When you get stamping, you enjoy the process of making and seeing how it's going to turn out, and how you can keep kind of bettering your better. Thank you, Linda, for asking after my son's arm. Yeah, it's okay. We're just still having a bit of a mare of a time with the hospital, trying to sort it out. But oh, I need to add the butterflies as well. Yeah, we're getting there, getting there. But yeah, it's been a bit of an ordeal, I must say. Okay, mustn't forget the feather, so I'm just going to trim down as much as possible with this, so that I can see if I can lift this one up a bit more. So, good old Tombow, I'm going to stick that behind there. Fan out my feather. I'm wondering whether to put another one. Let's lift this up. I'm going to twist it off. I know I've stuck it down already, but let's see where else. Just rack and ruin my card until I can get this. Heidi says, yes, here too, as in rain. David came in to ask me to watch the rain. As soon as he left the room, I called out, starting to spit. He ran outside to get the washing. That's funny. Wondering about the second feather. Wondering if we don't need it. I think it kind of, if I add that second one in, what's happening is eye gets drawn just to the feather to happen. I want there to be other than just the feathers, so I'm not going to have them. Okay, I want butterflies to maybe not leave them white necessarily. Did want them maybe a bit closer to each other though. Oh no, they don't need to be next to each other. Okay, I wanted to see what these would look like with a red tint on their wings. If I don't use these, I've got other ones. So I've cut out. Let's use that nice dark cherry cobbler. Is this card for your mummy and daddy? And no, they've had their ruby already. This is actually, though I don't tend to do commissions, this is actually a commission. I do the very odd commission, the very occasional. I don't advertise the fact that I do them now. I think, what do I think? I think it gets a little bit lost. Let's just have a look. I think I've got too much ink on my brush, that's what I think. Now, bearing in mind, this will be mounted on, mind you, I don't want them necessarily to stand out as maybe a dark green tinge. I don't know if dark green to make them look a bit too like the flowers. But what we could do is stamp across them with my scripty stamp and that background colour that I used. Linda liked them in white, so I'll re-audition the white. Like I said, I kind of want them to see that there's butterflies on there, but I don't necessarily want them to be the most prominent part of the card. I think white is quite stark against what we were doing as well, so I think I like that. I'm going to go with that. I quite like the idea of the wings popping up. Nice touch. So how are we doing? 40 minutes to make a card. It will be more than 40 minutes, but that goes to show you. Now, I've got a thing about having to have them flying off in a certain direction. I don't know, it's got to look right, isn't it? Hi, Christine. You're welcome to come in, even though you're late. We accept latecomers. Latecomers and newcomers. I like that, Linda. But it's a special card, so time doesn't count. Well, when you're doing commissions, you should really count your time, shouldn't you? But it's really tricky. I'm getting stuck into it. Now, it will have their names on this card, which I'll probably fit up here and probably print it off, because that's probably the easiest thing to do. I want to see what this looks like now, mounted on a piece of card, and then we'll think about whether we add some bling or string. She says rummaging now, rather than this nice stitched red and white, which might go nicely. That's quite fun and sort of chintzy, retro. And as I didn't have my feathers, I might add that in for a bit of fun detail, because I can. Might not be everyone's taste, but I think it looks cute. It's my way of being able to get a bit of ribbon in there as well. Very summery, says Heidi. Well, they would have probably had a summery wedding way back when. What would be 80? Do you know what I was thinking before I came on? I was thinking, wow, that's, the amount of years I've been alive, somebody's been married for that amount of time. Which is quite crazy when you put things into perspective. If it's a 40-year-old card, it would have been 80s card. Yeah. Now, I don't want to kind of overdo it and make it look too cheesy. I want it to look, elegant as well. So I am wondering about cherry cobbler. Oh no, this is Mary Malone. This is not a cherry cobbler. So going a nice deep red. Or we could go, actually, real red is probably a bit better. Just test out poppy. Oh, decisions. I think real red, I want the more kind of neutral colour between the lot. I don't want to go too bright. I think if you go too bright, your eye gets drawn just to those main roses, which I don't want to do. I want your eye to be drawn to the whole card. Yeah, real red. Ooh, what are we congratulating Christine on? She's been married 42 years in July. Have you just had your anniversary? Obviously you have, because it was July. So 14.85, it's such a weird measurement. our A4 card. So I tend to score it, fold it in half, and then cut it again. Okay. Now, it's a little bit of a dilemma whether to have your card opening sideways or topways, but I always think you've got to be careful how heavy your card may be. So if it's something like this, I think I will have a side opening card. Linda, sorry to hear that. Oh, bless you. Hugs. Okay. So I think that red just really makes it pop nicely. Okay, now I am going to explore some bling. I've got these deep red gems here, which might be nice for those smaller flowers. Oh, I've got these nice green dots here. And I'm sure somewhere oh look, I've got a couple of cute hearts. And oh, there's just too many choices. Somewhere I definitely have some. Look, 4 red gems for 4 years. Maybe I can use those up and incorporate those. So let's start with I wondered, Linda, I wasn't quite sure where you were going with your comment. Oh dear. Easy mistake when you're texting. Oh. Right, so just having that, look at that, the difference it makes just to draw your eye to the centre of the flower. Makes all the difference. It's all in the detail. So I'm liking the idea of having these 4. Could use them on the, no, I won't use them on the sides. That'll look a bit obvious. I'm going to scatter these 4 gems. That's that one finished. And then I quite like the idea of these dark green gems too. Sorry, I was just pausing. Pausing to take it all in. Might just add on. Got that on my. Might as well use it. It's on my stick. Don't want to come off now, do you? Oh dear. On you go. Go on. You're meant to be on there. And one around. No. There. How's about it? So I've got the, it's a bit cheesy to use the hearts, I'm not going to use those. Okay, So I could stick this down, but I might just, I am mindful that I've got those green blobs along the top. Now I could, very dangerously, add dark green around the edges. What are we thinking? Shall I do dark green around the edge? Now when Esther thinks something, she ends up doing it. Just warning you. Just warning you. Okay, so before I do anything too daring, I'm going to there's Kay going, no, stop. Just want to see Kay, just look. You know, a bit of green, just Kay, but please, just on the edge, it will just take that funny blob away. Kay shouts, Esther continues. It'll be subtle, okay, it'll be subtle. As long as I don't have any more inky bits on my fingers. It is looking rather Christmassy. Now that you've said that, I can't think of... No, this is the dark green. Look. But it's coming out a bit lighter because it does turn to sagey colour. I hope it doesn't look too Christmassy. I'm going to have to put like number 40 or something somewhere, aren't we? And hopefully with butterflies and everything, it will look... look anniversary-like. Linda is holding her conservative breath. About my blending or about what's going on with Linda's husband? Right, now I'm stepping away. I think it's funny when you guys are, isn't it? Or, oh, I was zoomed out then. You don't get necessarily the sense of the size of the card, but there you go. I'm happy with that. I love it. I love the green and the red elements. Is it green and red should never be seen? It's not, is it? Green and red and what? What's the saying? Therefore, it is not a Christmas card. Oh, sorry. No, I read the second sentence without reading the first bit. No, I do not think of it as a Christmas card. Therefore, it is not a Christmas card. Oh dear. As soon as it's got their names on it, it'll be fine. And we could put a little happy anniversary tag or something. Let me see if I've got anything in many messages. Excuse me. Is there one on here? Oh, there is a happy anniversary. I could have like a little... I know you guys are shouting step away from the card, but I'm not quite done yet, I'll have you know. Just, you know, blue and green should never be seen unless there's something in between. Ah, there you go. Where's the anniversary one? Oh, it's right at the end. Oh, go on, just let me... What's the word? What's that saying? Like, entertain me. What's... How does that saying go? I'm so rubbish with sayings, I don't know why I even bring them up. Oh dear. What am I saying about, not to appease me, but to... Someone help me out my misery. Trouble with happy anniversary, I want it to go the other way. I want it to go in that direction. I might, okay, let me just Oh, Heidi. Heidi said, I've missed you. So happy you're back. I didn't go anywhere. It's just I'm on a time that you're, you know, not awake or something. Oh, that's quite cute. Can you guys see that? Okay, we missed that little gem there. That could be moved, she says, having picked off the glue dot. Wonder if I can just do a little nick. Like so. And then do a little bendy thing going on here. Just do like a little, yes. But if I got their names on there, will it look odd? Is the question. I think I'm going to leave it like this. I'll have to stick back this red one somehow. And I'm going to print the names off on the computer. And then if it works, I will put the happy anniversary in. Or I had the other thinking is sometimes if you don't have things like happy anniversary, happy birthday, they can have it up for longer. You know, they don't have to. Or I could just not have their name on it. I've just moved that and now I've moved it there. Anyway, okay, I'm faffing now. Right, that's it, folks. Oh, dear me. Right, I'm going to print their name off, see if that works, see where best to put it, see whether it should go there or down there. Right, there. Love us some Esther girl, says Linda. Thank you. No, that is cute, she says. Beautiful card, my lovely. Thank you, Kay. Putting on my wire. Straight across or angled down. Yeah, I think the test is, see if I can get their names on there. There she is. That's exactly what my mother-in-law says. There she is. Simply fabulous card, says Christine. Thank you. Thanks, guys, for, look, just under an hour. And like I said, it just goes to show what goes into the making of a card. It's not just about sticking stuff together. It's a thought process and it's a trial and error thing, and it's about the love that goes into it and the time, you know, and it's time that you don't get back. So thank you so much for joining me. It's always a pleasure to have your company, and don't forget you can subscribe, and if you hit the bell then press the bell, it gives you a menu, and if you press all, if I go live or load a video, then you should get a notification. If you want notifications and you're on WhatsApp, then I can send you a message. It goes out on what's called a broadcast, so although I've got your number, it goes to you individually and nobody else can see your number. Thumbs up would be greatly appreciated. Always love a free thumbs up and a comment after the video, so you can let me know what you think or where you would have put that happy anniversary, whether you would have put it there or not. I'm trying to get this broadcast finished just in time before I hit the hour. Take care. Lots of love. Good to see you. If you want to know more about my Zoom class, let me know. I had a sheet around here somewhere. Yes, let me know if you want to join my Zoom class. All the details are on Facebook. Okay, I'm going to hit the hour. 30 seconds to go, ladies and gents, and then I'm going to sign out. Thank you, everybody. Once again, I'll be back. I'm usually live on a Tuesday evening if you want to catch me. Oh, yes, I will, Kay. Thank you. That'd be handy. And let me know anyone else that wants to join the broadcast list, and then you get a notification of when I'm live. Okay, good night, Vicky. Rest well. Good night, Australia. Go to bed, America. Good afternoon, England. Bye.